He's been blocked at every turn.
Johnson's been lying to me this whole time.
But could this be the moment he finally finds her?
Gee!
All new Player, next Thursday after The Blacklist on NBC. And get the NBC app.
Every time those doors crash open, there are people at the top of their game.
Harder! She's so small! Let's go!
Ready on the other side.
I just broke a little girl's ribs.
You saved the girl's life.
Chicago Med premieres Tuesday, November 17th on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Martin Short drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. A shocking development tonight in the case of an Illinois officer who investigators say staged his suicide to look like a police shooting. Recovered text messages suggest that the officer tried to stage a hit on a village administrator when he suspected she might discover his crimes. NBC's Dan Sheneman tonight has the story.
Among recovered text messages from Lieutenant Charles J. Glinowitz's cell phone, a request for a meeting with a high-ranking member of a motorcycle gang in hopes of putting out a hit on village administrator Ann Marin.
Indeed, it was for a hit on the village manager.
Investigators say Glinowitz suspected she may have discovered he'd stolen thousands of dollars from a police program that mentors young people who want to pursue law enforcement.
It's quite unbelievable and almost surreal. It's a very scary thought that an officer who is sworn to uphold the law would even attempt to think to do something like that to an administrator.
The shocking discoveries about the Illinois officer are still reverberating. The 100 Club of Chicago, a group that helps families of first responders killed in the line of duty, are asking the Glinowitz family to return the $15,000 it gave them.
It's important that the people that support this organization know that we're doing the right thing.
And a fundraiser for the Glinowitz family scheduled for Friday at the high school the officer attended has been canceled. Donated checks torn up as a stunned community mourns the loss of a man once called a hero. Dan Sheneman, NBC News.
Closer to home tonight, Rapid City Police are investigating what could be a suspicious death, and they are asking for your help. Authorities are looking for information on 59-year-old Brian Duncan. Duncan is wanted for questioning in connection with the death of 60-year-old Helen Wright. Wright was discovered at a motel on the 600 block of East North Street. Police say it looks as if Wright had been dead for at least 48 hours at the time of the discovery of her body. Preliminary autopsy results indicate injuries are consistent with assault. Anyone with information on Brian Duncan is being asked to call police at 394-4134. A series of car accidents this week have had fatal consequences. Last night, Rapid City Police called to Elkvale Road and East Minnesota Street for an accident involving a semi-truck and a pedestrian. Authorities finding a woman lying in the southbound lane of Elkvale Road. Police say that she died on impact. The driver of the truck has been cooperative with police as they investigate that incident. And authorities identifying two people who died in a one-vehicle crash near Custer Tuesday evening. The Highway Patrol says 21-year-old Jeffrey Little of Rapid City lost control of the minivan he was driving on U.S. Highway 16A. The vehicle went into a ditch. Little and 26-year-old passenger Bessie Two Bowls of Red Shirt were pronounced dead at the scene about 8 miles east of Custer. A traffic stop turns into a dangerous police pursuit last night. We told you about this at 10 o'clock last night. An officer near the intersection of 5th and Main Street happening upon a reportedly stolen vehicle out of Sioux Falls. When officers tried to stop that car, however, the driver sped away. The car eventually running a red light at the intersection of Egwin Street and Lacrosse Street, flying off the road and coming to rest in the ditch below. The driver immediately fleeing the scene, leaving an unconscious woman inside that car. A canine unit eventually found the driver. Officers did locate several plastic baggies containing marijuana as well as a digital scale inside the car. The driver, 25-year-old Corey Sowicki, and the passenger, 26-year-old Janelle Perkins, have both been arrested on drunk charges. The driver also facing additional charges of possession of a stolen vehicle, driving under the influence, and aggravated eluding. President Obama discussing Native American issues at the White House today during an annual gathering of leaders of the 567 federally recognized tribes. The 2015 White House Tribal Nations Conference taking place with a twist, a panel of young people. Last year, the president announcing that they would be launching a national tribal youth network to connect and support talented young people. So this year included the first White House Tribal Youth Gathering back in June. It's part of President Obama's stated commitment to strengthen the governmental relationship with Native Americans and to help improve their lives. Today's discussion focusing on educational opportunities for young people as well as sports team mascots.
Even as we prepare our tribal youth to succeed in the 21st century, we also have to preserve and protect Native culture and heritage. As I've said before, if you start losing your language and your culture, your sense of connection to your ancestors and touchstones that date back generations, you can start feeling adrift. And if you're living in a society that devalues your culture or perpetuates stereotypes, you may be devaluing yourself. So we have to preserve those bonds, break stereotypes. I believe that includes our sports teams, because we all need to do more to make sure that our young people feel supported and respected.
And in an effort to support tribes nationwide, last year Obama marking several high poverty communities, including Pine Ridge, as, quote, promise zones. The government partners with local leaders on a number of issues, including economic activity, educational opportunity, public health, and violent crime. It is status quo for America's roads and bridges. The House of Representatives today voting to continue transportation programs for the next 6 years with no significant increase in spending. That is despite warnings that the nation's roads, bridges, and transit systems are falling apart. The bill authorizes $325 billion in spending through the 2021 federal budget year. However, it provides only enough money to pay for the first 3 years of that program. Lawmakers were unable to settle on a politically acceptable way to pay for the entire package. South Dakota Congresswoman Kristi Noem remaining positive, though, saying that at least the bill gives states the flexibility they need to keep projects approved.
We know that many of our state highways in South Dakota are still in pretty good shape, but that changes quickly in the next few years. So we tried really hard in this bill to give the states more flexibility, yet certainty to know that they can plan some of those projects that may take 4 or 5 years to get through the permitting process, and planned and funded as well.
Transportation Secretary Anthony Foxx has said at least $400 billion over 6 years is needed to prevent traffic congestion from getting worse across the nation. U.S. Senator Mike Rounds wants to hear from you. Today, the senator calling on South Dakotans to share their feedback on the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP. That agreement dealing with international trade, which plays an important role in South Dakota commerce. Rounds saying that he wants to make certain that the agreements are fair and do not put hardworking South Dakota producers at a competitive disadvantage. You can read that agreement on Senator Rounds' webpage, rounds.senate.gov. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Thursday, after we've seen mostly upward activity across the major indexes, today we see a bit of a decline. The Dow losing 4 points today, 17,863. The NASDAQ Composite down 15 to 5,128. The S&P also dropping 2 points, 2,100. Gold rising $1.20 to $1,105.40 on this day of trade. That despite jobs data, jobless claims rising for the previous month. Experts agreeing that trading activity not reflected as direly as it might have been on today's trade. Well, fire bringing afternoon traffic to a standstill earlier today. The Rapid City Police Department saying they had to divert traffic in the 1000 block of St. Joseph Street so that firefighters could battle a house fire. Cars had to be diverted onto Omaha Street so that crews could work to extinguish the flames. The fire breaking out just before 3 this afternoon. This year alone, wildfires burned more than 9 million acres of forest land, destroyed thousands of homes and businesses, and led to the death of 13 firefighters. The devastation and the cost of fighting wildfires has some in Washington, D.C. calling for change. Today, members of the Senate's Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry holding a hearing on the battle to preserve the nation's timberland. The committee hearing from witnesses who challenged the government to change the way that it funds wildfire preparedness and suppression. That currently accounts for about half of the Forest Service's $4 billion annual budget. Instead of using Forest Service funds, many would like to declare major fires natural disasters, allowing funding from the Federal Emergency Management Agency to be used instead of dollars from the Forest Service.
Wildfire knows no boundaries. Forest Service efficiencies and bureaucratic red tape is a significant contributor, prohibiting necessary and viable restoration work. If nothing changes, everything goes up in smoke.
U.S. Senator John Thune has also been outspoken on the devastating effects that fires have had in South Dakota in recent years, and has pushed not only for improved forest management practices, but he's also pushed for the government to take more responsibility in helping communities to recover from fire. Earlier this year, a Rapid City firefighter was killed battling an out-of-control California wildfire. Chief Meteorologist Bob Briggio joining us. I think we can all agree and breathe kind of a collective sigh of relief. We could have seen a much worse fire season.
We've been
this year.
very lucky, and we can attribute that to the moisture all year long. We've been well above normal as far as rainfall. That's the good news. The bad news is maybe, if we dry off next year, there'll be a lot of fuels for those fires because of the moisture we received this year. So
it's kind of a balancing act, give and take. And we've certainly grown a lot of green stuff out there.
Oh, we
and
sure
when
have.
it gets dry, that turns to brown stuff, and that burns. So
we sure have. All right, let's look at some of the current temperatures around the Black Hills. You can see those temperatures throughout the Black Hills are now at or getting below the freezing level. It's going to be a rather frigid night tonight with clearing skies. We expect to see those temperatures dropping down into the 20s, which means a cool day tomorrow, but not the weekend. I'm still holding out for a rather mild, comfortable weekend with plenty of sunshine.
That sounds pretty good. We'll get details on that in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We are back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Chad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Briggio.
Midco Internet is built for speed, so don't let old software or equipment hold you back. Go to midco.com for easy-to-follow internet optimization tips. It's how fast internet gets even faster. Midco gives you more.
Sorry, we can't watch the kids tonight.
It's all right. Just get better.
They bought it.
They sure did.
To eat at Dakota Steakhouse, any excuse is a good excuse.
We said we were too sick.
Mom, Dad.
It's Fearless Fisher's Veterans Day sale with savings up to 65% off on beautiful new furniture, TVs, and appliances for your home. And listen to this. Get no interest for 3 full years. That's 36 months. Plus, as our way of saying thank you, veterans, active military, police, fire, and rescue workers and their families get free delivery. Hundreds of items have been reduced with savings up to 65% off. Sofas, recliners, living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, TVs, and appliances. Buy with no interest for 36 months during the Veterans Day sale at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores, West Main and Rapid City.
Are you ready to relax, unwind, and be pampered? Treat yourself with Sabelle Salon and Spa's professional cosmetologists. Take advantage of this month's great specials. Our warm and comfortable atmosphere will melt away the stress, from facials to waxes, hair extensions, and more. Sabelle is your getaway, located in Tuscany Square, Rapid City.
Remember when you needed a TV to watch TV? Now you can watch on your computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. TV Everywhere makes it easy, and it's included with Midco Cable. Midco gives you more.
Well, tomorrow is a day that is geared toward healthy food. It is being called National Healthy Eating Day, and Rapid City is doing its part to celebrate. For years, the American Heart Association has been bringing awareness to how we fuel our bodies. And Friday evening, you can learn how to whip up some nutritious and delicious meals yourself. You can join Chef Scotty Brinker from Rapid City Regional and Chef Clark Braun from the Alpine Inn for a cooking demonstration. That's coming up tomorrow night at the Chow Italian Eatery right here in downtown Rapid City.
It begins at 7. It's open to the public. There's a lot of fun events or fun part of the evening. We have 2 local chefs that are going to be demonstrating a couple of simple And that's important to keep in mind. Simple hors d'oeuvres and also main entrees to prepare during the holidays.
And join NewsCenter1 Today's Monica Davis coming up tomorrow morning for her story on why you should celebrate National Healthy Eating Day. And if you want to experience good food in the Sturgis area, tomorrow's Wine and Stein event is for you. Wine and Stein featuring food from local restaurants in Sturgis, along with drinks from local breweries and wineries. That event starts at 5:30 at the Boulder Canyon Convention Center, and everybody receives a Sturgis wine glass and beer tumbler. Wine and Stein is a great way to get a taste of all that Sturgis has to offer.
A good time to do it would be prior to the holidays so people could see some new things that the restaurants do to plan their holiday parties. And it's popular because it's a great way to try new foods from the restaurants and also the wines that are available, especially some new specialty wines.
And tickets are still available. You'll find those at the Sturgis Chamber or at the door for that event. Well, we talked about snow last night. It was popping up on the radar across the viewing area last night, as Bob told us. We have not seen anything stick to the ground today, and it was certainly a sunny and fairly clear and mild day as well. We'll find out when that's likely to, or when the snow is actually expected to happen and when it's going to actually stick. That's coming up in Bob's forecast after the break.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
Looking for a smarter way to replace the floors in your home?
Flooring America offers new luxury vinyl tile. It's 100% waterproof, so it's perfect for kitchens, bathrooms, most anywhere. Plus, it can install easily over your existing floor. Whether you want the look of natural stone, tile, or hardwood, LVT offers no mess removal, quick installation, low labor costs, easy maintenance, and superior comfort. And here's a really smart deal. Save 40% now on select Downs LVT styles. Flooring America, where you can shop smart and buy smarter.
Pairing thick-cut onion rings with Angus steak. You've heard of that. But topping that tender steak and crispy onion ring with A1 Special Reserve sauce? You've never heard of that. Because that's never been done. Not until Arby's and A1 buddied up to make a sandwich like the world has never seen. Is anyone else freaking out about this? Arby's, we have the meat.
If you're looking for flooring, this is a great time to come to Carpet One. Through Wednesday, buy 1 foot of incredibly stain-resistant super soft Tigressa carpet and get 1 foot free and save up to $500 on select flooring. Whether you're looking for carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, and more, it's all included with up to $500 in savings. Buy 1 foot of incredibly stain-resistant super soft Tigressa carpet and get 1 foot free and save up to $500 on select flooring. Plus, get 24 months no interest through Wednesday at Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 Weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, I walked the dogs today. I went through Jackson Park. I took this picture. I just want to show everybody that the fall colors are still hanging in there, folks. And we're expecting a rather nice weekend, so make some outdoor plans and still check out some of these beautiful fall colors. And yes, I did pick up after the dogs, and I hope everybody does. All right, precipitation, a little bit of rain, snow mix here, about 1/3 of an inch in Phillip, 2200s Hot Springs, 2/10 Custer, Wind Cave about 2/10, 200s down in Sturgis. So a little bit of that, everybody got a little bit of that, the moisture, 300s at the National Weather Service, 500s over at the airport, and you can see well above normal. Well over 8 inches above normal out at the airport. 51 the high, 33 the low, about normal. for that high temperature, a little bit warmer for the low temperature right here. The sun up, sun down. Well, I think we'll see this, though. 6:34 sun up, 4:37 the sun expected to set at that time. 33 right now out at the airport. We do have some high clouds at the present time. Winds are out of the west, northwest, generally out of the west at 6, and we had a maximum wind gust today of 26 miles an hour. Here's the big picture. Here's where all the action is, and you don't need me to draw in a front or show you where the low is. It all shows up right here. You can see where the front is right through here, and that's what's triggering all these showers and rather some strong thunderstorms early this afternoon. There was a tornado watch box down in the southern Mississippi Valley. Now those strong showers and thunderstorms heading into southern Illinois over here in southeastern Missouri. And the low pressure area is located right about here, and you could just see the circulation around that low. You can see the winds are out of the northwest here in North Dakota and then down into South Dakota as well. So, and that'll hold. We are expecting to see those winds hold out of the northwest throughout the evening tonight and tomorrow. And then nothing much going on back here. Maybe a little bit of snow in the higher elevations. Well, where would you put the area of high pressure? Well, back here where there's very little going on. All right, we'll fly in a little closer and we'll look at our future satellite radar. With those northwesterly winds, when they hit the Black Hills, there will be a little bit of lifting going on. And there's a possibility we have a few little isolated snow showers up in the higher elevations of the Black Hills. What time is this? 2 p.m. So during late morning, early afternoon, an isolated snow shower cannot be ruled out. That's what I'm trying to say here. And then everything clears out nicely tomorrow evening, and then stays clear as we start the weekend. Plenty of sunshine on Saturday, and that will hold on Sunday and even hold into Monday. We expect some warmer temperatures in the middle 50s on Saturday, this one right there, and then on Sunday in the 60s, and those 60s are expected to carry into Monday. A little bit of moisture, that storm system yesterday as it moved down across, you can see everybody got a little bit of moisture, 4/10 in the capital, 3600s Mobridge, 2300s Phillip, 400s Faith. Who else we got here? Winter 3200s at 25, about a quarter of an inch over there in Sisseton. High temperatures today in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Tomorrow with those winds holding out of the northwest, we'll see high temperatures in the 40s. And then as we start the weekend, Saturday, all the numbers begin to warm up very nicely in the 50s generally across South Dakota. Here's a forecast for Friday. Buffalo, 43, 40 Spearfish, 37 Custer, 47 expected down in Pine Ridge. All those numbers you're looking at still slightly below normal for this time of the year. Let's see, elsewhere, Hill City, 37, Deadwood, 38, 45. In Belfouche. Tonight for us, it's going to be cold. 27 for the overnight low. We'll have partly cloudy skies, winds holding out of the northwest. A little bit breezy tomorrow, maybe not as strong as today though. Winds out of the northwest 10 to 15 and occasional gusts at 20, 25, 46. And a few little isolated showers possible, as I just mentioned, up in the Black Hills. 21 tomorrow night, mostly clear. And again, rather frigid temperatures. 7-day forecast. I promised to warm things up a little bit. 55 on Saturday, 61 Sunday, 61 on Monday. So the weekend, extremely nice. And please make some outdoor plans. Get out and enjoy the beautiful Black Hills and the Badlands and all that we have to offer around this area. ClickBigDeals.com. Get a $20 coupon to the Enigma restaurant for just $10. That's a 50% savings. So still available. Take advantage of that. And there you have it.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you, Bob. Still to come, Justin has an update on the high school volleyball playoffs. Any more?
No.
Okay. Just double checking. Plus, the Rapid City Rush are gearing up to host the defending Kelly Cup champions. Stay with us. News Center 1 Sports coming up after the break.
The Yamaha Viking and Viking 6. The hardest working, most off-road capable side-by-sides in America. Built for the hardest working people on earth, you.
Black Hills Power Sports on I-90 Service Road between exits 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
Synchrony Financial.
Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
4 beautiful homes plus a bed and breakfast with ties to Rapid City history dressed up for the holidays and on display. The Black Hills Symphony League's tour of homes is Sunday, November 8th from 11 to 4. A reception and music follow from 1 to 4 at the Journey Museum. Tickets are on sale now, and if you don't feel like driving, rides are available by reservation for $12 each at 342-7691. For more information and home descriptions, go to leaguehometour.org.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at Furniture Row. Everything is on sale throughout the store. Sofas and sectionals in every style starting at $2.99. Over 100 accent chairs to choose from starting at $1.99. Queen bed sets starting at $3.99. Solid wood dining sets starting at just $3.99. Plus 4 years no interest with no down payment for veterans and their families. For the best quality at the best price, come to the Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the last time the Rapid City Rush and the Allen Americans squared off at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center, the two teams were fighting for the Central Division title. Well, far less is on the line when the two teams meet this weekend, but the early season showdown is still important. The Rapid City Rush are gearing up to host the defending Kelly Cup champion Allen Americans this weekend on Friday and Saturday nights. The Rush are coming off a big win over the Alaska Aces on Halloween and are currently 4th in the West Division. Meanwhile, the Americans are 5-3 and sitting in 2nd place in the Central Division. Winston Daychief leads the Rush with 7 points through 7 games so far this season. Rush head coach Joe Ferris says his team has to be firing on all cylinders in order to beat Allen this weekend.
We relish the opportunity. We know it's you got to play your best and to play against the best, and you have to have everybody on all cylinders. And the big thing for us is it's a good test for us as a team and as individuals to go up against a hockey club like this. And we feel we're getting better on a daily basis, and just got to continue to get better on a daily basis and keep the game real simple, and that's when we're successful.
Meanwhile, the high school volleyball playoffs resume tonight. We'll start with Region 8A, where Lee Deadwood upset top seed Belfouche 3-2. The Gold Diggers will now play Spearfish for the region title after the Spartans surprised Custer tonight in 5 sets. Moving on to Region 7A, it was Little Wound with the victory over St. Francis Indian 3-2. Plus, Winter rolled over Todd County in straight sets. Also in Region 7A, it was Pine Ridge all over Bennett County tonight in 3 sets as well. Now to District 16B, where Harding County advances with a 3-set victory over Newell. The Ranchers will now face Bison, who defeated Faith 3-1. In other action, Lemon downed Dupree in the semifinals in District 15B, and Timberlake avoided the upset with a win over McIntosh 3-2. Elsewhere, Phillip topped Ulrichs in the semifinals of the District 14B tournament, while Wall eliminates Rapid City Christian from the postseason. The Eagles win in 4 sets. And finally, Lyman captured the District 13B title tonight with a victory over Jones County, 3-0. Well, last season, Johnny Manziel faced the Bengals in his first NFL start and struggled. In fact, he threw for only 80 yards and was picked off twice. Tonight, Johnny football started again, and his opponent once again was the Bengals. The Browns entered the game desperate for a win after dropping 6 of their first 8. Meanwhile, the Bengals, unbeaten through 7 games, have been one of the league's biggest surprises this season. Early in the first quarter, Andy Dalton fires over the middle to Tyler Eifert, who outmuscles a defender and gets into the end zone. Cincinnati with the lead 7-0. In the second quarter now, the Bengals up 7-3. Dalton back to pass, and he finds Eifert in the end zone. Dalton had a total of 3 touchdown passes to Eifert this evening. Less than 30 seconds left in the half now. Johnny Manziel rolls out of the pocket and throws it to Duke Johnson Jr. for the touchdown. Browns pulled it within 4, 14-10, but Cincinnati runs away with this one. Final score 31-10. And now to the NBA, where the Nuggets hosted the Jazz tonight. 2 teams looking to get back to the playoffs. Second quarter action, Jameer Nelson drives the baseline, then passes it to Will Barton for the layup. Nuggets go up by 2 at the break. Jumping ahead to the fourth quarter now, Trey Burke gets hot. He drains the three-pointer. That gave the Jazz a 4-point lead, 70-66. Jazz again, this time Gordon Hayward has all day to line this one up. Hayward led all scores tonight with 20 points, and the Jazz beat the Nuggets by 12, 96-84 is your final score. Also in the NBA, Dwayne Wade scored 25 points to help lead the Miami Heat past the Timberwolves 96-84. Plus the Bulls outlasted the Thunder 104-98. In the NHL, Nashville edged Minnesota 3-2, and Arizona defeated Colorado by a final score of 4-2. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is.
And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy.
You don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free. It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
Now with friends and neighbors pricing, you can get a new Ford for up to $10,388 below MSRP. It's an inside deal, now for everyone. Only at your local Ford stores.
Power your everyday life with Energizer. 20 packs of double or triple A's, 8 packs of C's or D's, or 4 packs of 9 volts are just $6.99 each after rebate. Enjoy sparkling clear water with North American Saltwater Softener Cubes. Each cube has an effective formula that keeps water softening units clean and controls mineral buildup caused by hard water. Right now, pick up 2 40-pound bags for just $8.
Save big money at Menards.
This is your season. Are you ready? Gear up at Cabela's Big Buck Days. Save store-wide with Cabela's Bucks on top brands. Plus, get great deals like $180 off a Champion 4375 camo generator and up to $30 off Cabela's Outfitter 12MP trail cams. Plus, don't miss our $1 million camo sale for deals like 40% off an AGO 2-piece rain suit. Hurry in and save big bucks at Cabela's Big Buck Days. Shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
Smooth, rich coffee. There's simply no better way to start your morning. Whether it's with our dark roast coffee, Colombian, or our breakfast blend, mornings are simply better with Common Sense coffee. These 100% Arabica coffees deliver a smooth, pleasant, easy-to-drink cup with a wonderful aroma and a delightfully inviting aftertaste. Right now at Common Sense, you can enjoy a 12-ounce cup of your favorite coffee for only 99 cents, guaranteeing you a great cup of coffee. Common Sense Food Stores. We're so convenient.
Students are encouraging the community to be curious and try some new things. Black Hills State University hosting Curiosity Week beginning Saturday. You're probably wondering, what is that? Spearheaded by the International Student Organization, several events are planned to educate both students and the public about campus organizations, classes, athletic events, and study abroad programs. Even an international food festival. And for a full schedule of events, you can visit Black Hills State bhsu.edu/calendar. bhsu.edu/calendar is the website for that.
And if you're curious, go to the website. There you go. A lot of food stories tonight.
Yeah, there sure was. You know, we had the healthy eating story.
The healthy eating story.
Funny that we mentioned that because actually I think unofficially somebody was responsible for declaring this an additional, there are 2 National Donut Days. One is in the summer and one apparently was today.
Oh my goodness,
and
really?
I'm only telling you about it now, so we need to go and get some donuts.
We got to get some donuts.
Is there anywhere, well, a couple places open, we can get some donuts.
Donuts for sure are healthy. All right, real quick look at the weekend. Temperatures in 50s and 60s Saturday, Sunday.
That'll do it for us right here. Have a great night.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
4 beautiful homes plus a bed and breakfast with ties to Rapid City history dressed up for the holidays and on display. The Black Hills Symphony League's tour of homes is Sunday, November 8th from 11 to 4. A reception and music follow from 1 to 4 at the Journey Museum. Tickets are on sale now, and if you don't feel like driving, rides are available by reservation for $12 each at 342-7691. For more information and home descriptions, go to leaguehometour.org.
Our
Our grand opening sale continues at Rushmore Honda. We're at our new location and we're celebrating with marked down prices. Shop a huge selection of Honda certified pre-owned, inspected and backed by a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty and an auto check history report. Buy a 13 CRV EX all-wheel drive, $17,900, over $3,000 below book, or a 15 Odyssey Touring Elite, $36,200. That's $5,000 below book. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda off I-90 exit 60 on East Mall Drive, and always online at RushmoreHonda.com.
The reason we have money and savings, loans and interest rates, and just about everything else in this world is because there's one thing that's worth more than all of it put together. Family.
Wake up with your friends on NewsCenter1 today. We can't make you a morning person, but we can make your morning. Join your friends weekday mornings on NewsCenter1 today.